My name is Mary Ann Grow, and I am a former high school Spanish teacher. And I do believe that the benefits of a young person taking at least 2 years of Spanish in high school are immense, and threefold in my opinion. Not only do we have academic benefits, we also have financial and career-related benefits, and we have social benefits. As to the academic, when you study a foreign language, you exercise a part of your brain that you don't even use when you study the English language. You have comprehension, you have memorization, you have critical thinking that comes into play. You push yourself. When many of my former students told me that whenever they were learning grammar and verb usage in Spanish, that's when they first started learning the real mechanics of the English language. And they learned their parts of speech and all of that in English actually much better after they started learning a foreign language. Students who take a foreign language in high school for at least 2 years without fail score higher on their ACT and their SATs. They have a much higher reading comprehension. They have much higher math skills. It just utilizes parts of the brain that you wouldn't normally use if you didn't study a foreign language. It strengthens those. As to the social or the financial and career opportunities that it provides, even if you don't go on to study the foreign language in college, most colleges will not take a student that has not had at least 2 foreign languages or 2 years of a foreign language. It's a mandatory minimum. If you continue with your education in a foreign language, the sky is the limit. I have worked as a translator, being fluent in Spanish. I've worked as a court translator, earning huge amounts of money, frankly. Have worked as an assistant with immigration status. Even in my present job now, I use Spanish on a daily basis. It's not necessary, but it is appreciated, and most employers require that now, and certainly do pay extra for it. The social skills. One of the things that I noticed most with my Spanish students that I had in my classes, my Anglo students benefited so much, not just from learning the language, but from learning the culture and learning the habits and the lifestyle and the geography and traditions of Spanish-speaking countries. You better relate to people when you know where they come from and what their lives are like. One of the things that my students remarked to me the most was that it was unfair that the Hispanic students in class had it much easier than they did to learn the language. And we had to point out to them that it was actually much more difficult for them because this was not something that they spoke on a daily basis any more than we speak pure British English. It's not what they're growing up around. It's not what they're hearing. So it's just as hard for them to relearn what they've already learned. It's actually quite harder. It eliminates a lot of those prejudices if you understand people and where they come from and what their backgrounds and the traditions are by studying a foreign language. In my honest opinion, no child should leave high school without at least 2 years of a foreign language, preferably 4. They may not ever use it again, but the benefits are there.